In 2017, gun YouTube crowned this the Glock killer. Revolutionary. Game-changing. The future. It was $1,200. It went bankrupt in 2 years. And now Daniel Defense thinks they could fix it.
Oh, look at that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Duck Nods, a place for guns, memes, and everything in between. I am Ducky, and today we're talking about one of the boldest, most overhyped handgun experiments of the 2010s, the Hudson H9.
Hudson Manufacturing H9.
The gun that tried to rewrite handgun design and face-planted. When the Hudson H9 launched in 2017, it didn't look like anything else. It wasn't another polymer duty gun. It wasn't a boutique 2011. It looked like a 1911, and a Glock went through divorce arbitration, and neither one compromised. The result is the Chevy El Camino of handguns. You got 1911 style trigger, striker-fired internals, steel frame, and ultra-low bore axis. Recoil system sat lower in the frame instead of under the barrel. Lower center of mass equals less muzzle flip, flatter shooting, faster follow-ups, at least in theory. Gun media went hog wild. It was a 2017 SHOT Show phenomenon.
Tell us about it. It's very popular.
Accolades rolled in. Revolutionary, game-changing, the future, and then reality showed up. The H9 launched between $1,100 and $1,300 in 2017. That's premium territory. If this were a 1911 from companies like Kimber or Springfield Armory, totally normal. But for the Glock crowd, that's pretty steep. Premium price means premium expectations, meaning flawless reliability, immaculate QC, holsters everywhere, parts everywhere. Hudson delivered innovation, but not consistency. Early guns had recurring issues: light primer strikes, trigger return problems, extraction issues, recoil spring wear, and some of the worst customer service in the industry. Some of it improved later, but here's the thing about the gun world. You don't get a beta test phase. If your first batch has issues, the internet remembers forever. Just ask the marketing team at Sig Sauer. All steel, about 34 ounces unloaded. Great on the range, less great on your belt. You're asking someone to carry a heavy, expensive, unproven striker fire pistol instead of a Glock 19 with 30 years of data behind it. That's a tough sell. Hudson tried to fix this with the aluminum frame H9A, lighter about 26 ounces, but by then the damage was already done. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Engineers obsess over bore axis. Shooters obsess over reliability. Most people aren't lying awake at night thinking about recoil geometry. They're asking, does it run? Can I get mags? Can I get parts? Can I get a holster? And can I afford it? The H9 was engineered for enthusiasts, but priced like a boutique gun and competing in the duty market. That is a very narrow lane. Companies like H&K pulled off radical designs like the P7 because they already had military contracts and institutional trust. Hudson had a vision. They did not have the infrastructure. Firearms manufacturing is brutal. Tooling is expensive, margins are tight, scaling is hard, and Hudson was a startup trying to punch above its weight. By 2019, bankruptcy. 2 years, done. And then, the design didn't die. It got acquired by a company that knows how to manufacture at scale. A company with serious QC infrastructure, a company that already owns half your safe, probably. Daniel Defense. They brought it back. Redesigned internals, optics ready, improved QC and support, lower price, and backed by real production capacity. Same core idea, same 15-round magazine we're all pretending is fine, but this time supported and by extension supporting you, the shooter. And suddenly the weird failed pistol from 2017 doesn't look so crazy anymore. So was the Hudson just too early? Sometimes innovation doesn't fail because it's dumb. But, sometimes it does. It fails because it's unsupported. Hudson had the idea. Daniel Defense has the infrastructure. That's the key difference. Innovation doesn't win because it's smart. It wins because it's supported. The Hudson H9 didn't fail because the concept was stupid. It failed because premium pricing met early reliability concerns. A startup tried to outpace giants, which never works. Innovation outran infrastructure. Glock wins because it's boring and it works. Hudson tried to leapfrog the industry and it tripped. Daniel Defense, they might actually make it stick. So what do you think? Was Hudson a cautionary tale or the beta version of something Daniel Defense is finishing? If you had the money, would you get the original Hudson for the collector value or the Daniel Defense H9 for execution and being able to actually use it? If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. We're a little fish in a big pond, and that stuff really helps. Remember to stay curious, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.